Today we're talking about the principles vision and overcoming obstacles through self-reflection and the creation of a shared vision. Now, first of all, to get into this, it's important to understand what a vision is. And it's simply being able to see where you want an organization to go, being able to see what you want for student achievement. And first of all, as building leaders, it's very important that we ourselves can articulate our own vision for the future of our organization and our students. Now, there are a couple of ways we can go about figuring out what our personal vision is, and we will do that obviously through reflection. Now, um, Pam Robbins and Harvey Alvey have a book called The New Principles Field Book, which gives us a number of questions to ask ourselves to think about our vision. And there are questions like, what do I deeply value? What are my beliefs? What are my beliefs about leadership, about students, staff members, my building, curriculum instruction, and assessment, about learning? What do I believe about professional development, about supervision, communication, and change? And answering these questions can ultimately bring an individual to his or her own vision. Once a leader has a vision in place, he or she can then share that vision with the staff, which brings us to the next important step, and that is creating a shared vision. A shared vision is huge. This does a number of things. It creates buy-in. It shows that the school is working together to achieve common goals, which plays out in the classrooms with the students and improves their achievement as well. There are also a number of ways to go about this, and there are some questions that should be asked when looking at a shared vision, and every member of your organization should be able to answer these questions. And those questions are, where are we headed as an organization this year? Where will we be 3 to 5 years from now? What parts of our organization will be the same? What parts are going to change? Will there still be a place for me in the future? How will my work change? What will I need to learn in order to become more valuable to the organization? And why will I still want to be part of this organization? So answering these questions, or being able to answer these questions, is a sign of good visionary leadership. Every member of the staff can go through and answer these questions because every member of the staff has been a part of creating this vision. And then ultimately, in the end, what the staff needs to understand is that vision can change. Once you come up with a vision statement, it's a living, breathing document that's going to change as much as the students change, as much as the staff changes. So once all these beliefs come together, the principal understands his belief, the staff has shared their beliefs about where they see the school going and how to improve student achievement, and that stuff has been recorded, you now have a shared vision that works. And the final thing to talk about is why many principals and many teachers simply show up and do a job without vision, or just go with that cookie cutter vision statement that's posted on the wall somewhere and that nobody can even repeat. And generally this is because of barriers, right? So there are a lot of barriers to change, and people in general just don't want to change, but as a principal, we are change agents. And so it's important to look at this and to understand the barriers that are in the way. And according to the principal's field manual, there are 5 things that get in the way. Number one, people don't know where they're headed, so they're not willing to commit. They don't see how this particular thing will help them get there. In terms of values, that's not who they are. In terms of autonomy, nobody asked them what they thought, so they're just going to dig in their heels. And in terms of belief, they don't believe they have the skills or resources or permission to pull this off. But the process of creating the shared vision will help the principal to overcome all of these barriers and ultimately create the change necessary for a successful organization, for a successful school that is going to improve student achievement. So the change is ahead, and we can do it. We can make a difference through being able to articulate our own vision, creating a shared vision, which is ultimately going to help us overcome all of the barriers that might get in the way of our vision. And finally, to wrap up, Lewis Carroll once said, "If you don't know where you're going, any road will get you there." I'm not sure what that necessarily means, but in the context of creating a school vision, we need to know where we are going. For our students, we must seek to arrive somewhere.